Okpo, South Korea, where work fitting out the Triple E's colossal cargo hold is almost complete. When fully loaded, every square centimetre of this vast space will be crammed with containers holding goods of every description. Sometimes they will carry hazardous cargo, such as chemicals, fireworks, and even radioactive material. A fire or explosion in one of these boxes could spell disaster for the Triple E. In 2006, the Hyundai Fortune was transporting a container filled with petroleum-based cleaning fluids. The container ignited, causing others, packed with fireworks, to explode, blowing the back off the ship. These huge storage tanks can release almost 40 tons of liquid CO2, smothering a fire below deck before it has a chance to get a foothold. It's critical they are installed to spec.
This system is low-pressure CO2 as opposed to high-pressure CO2. The difference is CO2 is kept in a big tank. The tank is refrigerated.
The same system was installed at this paper mill when disaster struck. As flames engulfed the factory floor, sensors released the CO2 from a network of pipes and valves. The gas instantly suffocated the fire and stopped it spreading. On the Triple E, but a fire in a container above deck needs a second set of firefighting tools. This is where specialist teams learn how to tackle every seafarer's worst nightmare. A serious container fire.
When we're on a ship, first of all, you can't call the local fire brigades. You will have to deal with it yourself. So the staff on board is, of course, trained to act in case of these situations.
And the sheer number of containers on the Triple E makes fire an even greater threat. One of the biggest challenges of tackling any fire in a locked container is that you can't actually see what you're up against.
We don't necessarily see how aggressive the fire is on the outside. So that is one of the things we'll have to deal with. What is this fire like?
Today, Rico's team will be fighting a typical container fire. Their aim, to put it out before it spreads to neighbouring boxes. A thermal imaging camera registers the extreme heat generated by the burning cargo inside.
Already, the temperature here on the container now is about 80, 90 degrees, and it's building very fast.
Spraying water onto the container cools it down. Now, they can get close enough to attack the fire inside.
In reality, as we had a very big pile of containers, this would take longer time.
With the container cool enough to approach, the team switched to an ingenious invention. A water jet so powerful, it can pierce steel walls. The cold-cut Cobra. Tiny particles of abrasive iron oxide, travelling at more than 200 meters per second, punch a hole in the metal wall. Inside the container, the water turns to a fine mist, rapidly engulfing the fire.
When we add in the water, it is added with high pressure, so it spreads in the container with a very big effectiveness.
All that's left now is to dampen down the embers.
We'll go in and put out the fire.
In the event of a real fire out at sea, Rico and his men, together with the cold-cut Cobra, can be helicoptered aboard. It's exercises like these that will keep the Triple E's crew and its cargo safe in the event of an emergency.
We have brought the temperature down, and so we could walk in safely without getting the big heat or getting burned. So it was a big success with the Cobra extinguisher.